Thank you very much for finding time and finding your way to today's workshop, today's seminar here. Okay, maybe I will open the seminar, and then we have two important guests who can deliver words of encouragement and congratulation. Then my colleague, Akiho, will say something before we begin the session. Let me open today's seminar. My dear colleagues, it is such a pleasure to greet you to today's seminar, organized in the margins of the 47th ATCM here in Milan. This seminar is part of an ongoing series that began from Helsinki, Finland, and then in Kochi, India, and arriving in Milan, Italy, with the hopes that it will continue on to the next ATCM host cities. Together, we aim to reflect on and advance the Antarctic governance upheld by the Antarctic Treaty System. Antarctic Treaty is the first disarmament agreement, or arms control agreement, covering a very large geographical space. Signed during the height of the Cold War, it declared the vast frozen continent and the surrounding icy cold waters a place dedicated to peace and science. The treaty was truly exceptional and groundbreaking achievement, preempting military conflicts by promoting scientific cooperation. The treaty has served as a model for international governance and environmental management. Now, in 2025, 65 and a half years after its signing, and 64 years since the first consultative party meeting, we find ourselves in a world that is more connected and more complex too. The climate crisis, with some of its governing factors originating from the Antarctic changes, is affecting the entire planet, and in turn, Antarctica itself. We are also witnessing the rise of numerous international instruments and governance mechanisms. Yet, geopolitical tensions remain as visible and pressing ever. In this context, we must ask, what is the significance, relevance, and utility of the Antarctic Treaty System? Does this seminar seeks to explore that question, not just for today, but as a part of an ongoing conversation for the years to come. I would like to provide you with a small note before we begin this quest. We will be swapping the order of panel 1 and 2 as advertised. We will begin with a discussion on the past and future of the Antarctic Treaty System, taking into account both interdisciplinary insight and views of member countries. We will then move into conversations around implementation, how to make the system work in an effective and transparent manner through practical mechanisms. The lineup of panelists and their individual topics are largely self-explanatory and are thoughtfully selected. One point that I would like to highlight is that in organizing this seminar, our intention was to make sure the diverse voices are heard, particularly from those in their early career. I believe this is how we stay refreshed, forward-looking, and connected to future, while continuing to listen from the experienced. I think we have been successful in reaching the goal today. Concerning the logistics of today's seminar and other practical details, Professor Akiho Shibata, who worked tirelessly and patiently to bring this event together, will provide us with more information shortly before the panel session begins. But first, it is my honor to introduce two distinguished guests who will offer words of congratulations and encouragement. We will begin with Professor Giuliana Panieri, Director of the Institute of Polar Science at the National Research Council of Italy, followed by Ms. Hyeon Kim, the Head of Delegation of the Republic of Korea to this year's ATCM and Deputy Consul General in Milan. Professor Panieri, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. And distinguished colleagues, esteemed guests, dear partners from Kobe University and the Korea Polar Research Institute, it is a great honor to welcome you all to Milano, in Italy, for this timely and important event focused on Antarctic governance upheld by the treaty system. On behalf of the Institute of Polar Science of the National Research Council of Italy, I'm delighted to open today's discussion, which brings together leading institutions dedicated to the responsible stewardship of the Antarctic region. The Antarctic Treaty System stands as a landmark of international cooperation, a testament to our collective commitment to peace, scientific inquiry, and environmental protection in one of the most pristine, important, and vulnerable regions of our planet. As global pressures intensify, from climate change to geopolitical interest, the resilience and continued relevance of this governance framework demands both rigorous scientific support, we were just discussing about this early on, and open multilateral dialogue. Together with our esteemed colleagues from Kobe University Polar Cooperation Research Center and the Korea Polar Research Institute, we reaffirm the essential role of scientific collaboration in upholding the principles of the treaty system. Our joint effort underscored the vital interconnection between robust science and sound policy and the necessity of sustained cooperation among nations committed to the Antarctic ideal. I'm confident that the discussion ahead will foster not only deeper mutual understanding, but also new avenue for collaborative research and policy engagement. I extend my warmest thanks to all participants, the organizer, Mr. Volpe, for their dedication to this cause, and I look forward to the insight that will emerge from this gathering. Thank you very much, and welcome you all to Milano.
Good afternoon, distinguished expert and esteemed colleague. My name is Hyeon Kim, the Deputy Consul General of the Republic of Korea here in Milan. It is a true pleasure to welcome all of you to this beautiful city today. First, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers of this seminar for extending the invitation to me. The theme of today's seminar, Antarctic governance upheld by the treaty system, is very much a timely and important topic. It is also one that is personally meaningful to me as it resonates with my own academic and professional background. My doctoral research focused on international environment law, and I have had the privilege of serving as a delegate in a previous ATCM in Gamila. As such, I'm excited to see how the Antarctic community has evolved and to engage in fruitful discussions about the way forward. When the Antarctic Treaty System was established, it laid the foundation for the governance framework we see today. Article 1 stipulates that Antarctica shall be used for peaceful purposes while Article 2 guarantees freedom of scientific investigation and cooperation. These principles, which were groundbreaking at the time, remain as relevant as ever. However, in order to uphold the spirit of the treaty, it is crucial that we adapt to the rapidly changing environment. By changing environment, I do not only refer to the pressing issue of climate change, but also to the evolution of international law itself. The international legal landscape surrounding Antarctica governance is continuously evolving, influenced by new agreements and developments in global law. I hope that today's seminar will provide us with an opportunity to exchange ideas on how to ensure that the Antarctic Treaty System remains a robust and relevant framework, one that can continue to serve as a model for other global governance systems. It is encouraging to see that this seminar marks the third in a series following similar events in Helsinki and India. These initiatives play a crucial role in fostering dialogue on the Antarctic Treaty and its governance mechanisms. I trust that today's discussions will further illuminate the path ahead, including preparation for the upcoming ATCM, with Korea proudly hosting the event in 2027. Once again, I extend a welcome to you all here in Milan. Without further ado, I now pass the floor to Dr. Shin and Professor Shibata, who will guide us through the seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Director and the Deputy Consul General, for those nice words for us. Thank you very much. My name is Akiho Shibata, Professor of International Law at Kobe University and Director of the Polar Cooperation Research Center in Kobe University. So I'll give you just a few administrative announcements for both the speakers and the audience. All speakers, as panelists, are participating in this seminar as experts and will speak in their individual capacity unless expressly indicated otherwise by the panelist herself or himself. This seminar is publicly open and is video recorded, including the discussion part, and those video clips will be uploaded to YouTube for public viewing without editing. This seminar is financially supported by Korea Polar Research Institute and Japan Society for Promotion of Science, JSPS, a core-to-core program on Antarctic governance research. And Mr. Marco Volpe was also already mentioned by Director, one of the panelists today, and lives in Milan, was instrumental in assisting our organization in Milan. So on behalf of the co-organizers, I would like to express our deep appreciation to those organizations and Marco. Thank you very much. Thank you. So as you have noticed, or I don't know whether you have seen the rotating slides before this slide was on, the Polar Cooperation Research Center of Kobe University under the JSPS program intends to continue this kind of seminars over the years. And the first one is coming on July 31st, and you'll probably see the flyer or the sliding, rotating slide afterwards. And also we intend to hold an international symposium next year, right after the Hiroshima ATCM. In Kobe. So if you have a little bit of time to extend your stay in Japan, why don't you come to the Kansai area and attend this international symposium in Kobe? And of course, Kobe is very close to Osaka and Kyoto and those great cities. So those are the plans, and thank you very much. And